Hello everyone, in this video let's try to understand what is electricity. Electricity is interaction between charges in motion or motion of electric charges. What is electric charge? To understand this, let's take an atom. An atom is any tiny thing that makes up everything and everyone around us. To understand the structure of an atom, just imagine the solar system. The solar system has sun at the center and other planets revolving around it. But in an atom, we have nucleus at the center and electrons revolving around it in orbital shells. And further, the nucleus is made up of protons and neutrons. The protons are positively charged particles, electrons are negatively charged particles, and neutrons has no charge. The number of protons in the atom defines which material it is. For example, 6 protons grouped together in the nucleus of an atom forms the material pure carbon. This is the atomic structure of carbon. It has 6 protons and neutrons in the nucleus and 6 electrons revolving around it in orbital shells. The electrons are tightly bonded to the nucleus because they are attracted by the protons. From this, we can say dislike charges attract each other. 4 electrons in the outermost shell of the carbon atom are tightly bonded, not allowing the flow of any electron from the outermost shell, making this carbon material an insulator. So, insulators are material which does not allow free electrons to flow from the outermost shell of the atom. Example of insulators are rubber, wood, PVC, etc. Now assume the same atomic structure with 29 electrons revolving around the nucleus. Since there is only one electron in the outermost shell, there is no covalent bonding of electrons in the outermost shell, and the bonding of this one electron in the outermost shell with the nucleus is also very low. It is even easy for us to give a tiny amount of force to make this one electron move out of the outer orbit to the next atom. Since electrons from the outermost shell can easily move from this atom, we call this material as conductors. The atom with 29 protons forms copper material. So finally we can understand copper is a conductor. Similar conductors are silver, gold, aluminium, etc. Among these, copper is most widely used conductor because of its cost efficiency, high conductivity, good mechanical strength, low corrosion, high current handling. This is a copper wire. It has a conductor and an insulator. Insulator prevents electron flow outside the copper wire, and when not charged or applied force, free electrons in copper move independently. But when connected to a battery like this, the electrons flow from negative terminal to positive terminal. As we already know, like charges repel each other, so the electrons travel all the way from negative end of the battery through the wire towards the positive end of the battery, and we call this loop as a closed circuit or electric circuit. When interrupted, we call this as an open circuit. There is no electron flow in one direction in an open circuit. Now you may have a confusion because you would have learnt current flows from positive to negative, and that flow is called as conventional flow of electricity. The conventional electricity tells us current flows from positive to negative end of the battery. Even all the theorems that we have learnt is based on conventional electricity. But this is because in earlier days, before even the invention of electrons, all the theorems and laws has been invented. So changing everything after the invention of electron flow needed more effort, and it seems to be confusing more. And since it does not have any effect in calculations, we assume current flows from positive to negative in all theorems and laws till now. Thus, flow of electrons is also termed as flow of electric charges, since electrons are carrying electric charges. So we can conclude this electric charges in motion is termed as electricity.